It's Carver, Lean Warrior Lifestyle, and I just wanted to come back on here because it's been a very long time. I'm just gonna wait until everything is set up, just give it a couple of moments. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on here and just talk about, wishing everyone the best, happy holidays and everything. Sorry for the way that I sound at the moment. I'm just recovering from a very bad flu, so that's the reason why my voice is probably going to sound quite deep. But just want to say, I just want to see how everyone is doing and stuff like that. Talk about the crazy December that I've had so far. Um, it's a lot's happened. A lot of things didn't go to plan. It's just one of those things I'm going to be talking more about. Just waiting to see if there's any more people that's going to be coming live. Guys, if anyone is watching this live, if you want to ask any questions or anything like that, not that I'm probably going to be the best expert in the world to answer them, but if just anything you're just generally interested in anything, just let me know. But yeah, so I think I'll start with what's been happening. I've had a really bad sickness this week. Had a bad flu. Ever since I've come back from holiday, just really had, really bad, food poisoning and diarrhea. And I was in bed for a couple of days with a flu. Had the worst fever, I think, in probably in the histories of fever, really. I was totally in and out of it. It just was, I had hardly any sleep as well. I'm still not 100%, but I really just wanted to come back, talk to you guys on here, just to kind of give you an update. I've had a few messages and people asking how I am, so I appreciate that. I appreciate the support as always. But yeah, it has been tough. The last couple of weeks, change of circumstances, stuff like that. And I think one of the things that I'm learning is trying to let go of being a bit too much perfectionist. I've got this training plan that I'm trying to do for my 10K in February, and it's just not happening. I injured my foot. I haven't been to the gym or been able to run. The only thing I have been able to manage is getting some walking in, and my weight has still been decreasing because I've been hitting my calories and stuff. But a lot of the days I just wasn't eating, so I think it's probably a side effect of being ill. But I'm looking back to get back into it. Probably trying to get a gym session in tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, when you're not feeling well, and your health is not there, nothing really seems great. I think they always say, that saying health is wealth, and it is very true. It's only in the absence of something that you realize how much it means to you. So a lot of this has been quite reflective as well. We're in the Christmas period where I think generally we are kind of looking back over the last 12 months, looking at what our lives have been like. It becomes a time of reflection. But also, I've read as well online that it's a lot of time where people are not feeling that good. And it's this whole perceived notion that everyone's gonna be happy, it's the holidays and stuff like that. But sometimes life just is not like that, and it makes it even harder to not be happy when things are not going well, if you're not feeling well, or circumstances, stuff like that. But I think we just gotta keep on going. I think that's the main thing. That's all really we can do. But it was such a last couple of weeks. I do like to practice my gratitude and stuff like that, and it just really puts into perspective a lot of stuff. But it's kind of made me more motivated to get back onto it and just keep going. Really, there's a few things I would say that were holding me back, and I'm not going to go too much into this. I'm not really comfortable in sharing uh, my circumstance at the moment. It's nothing serious, anything like that. It's just different thing, but I think it's gonna help me with my weight loss, with my journey, with my channel as well. I'm trying to maybe come up with some new ideas and stuff like that. Also got a new channel that I'm working on, which is going to be about my reviews, which is all about my movies and stuff like that, which is a big passion of mine. So yeah, a lot of stuff is happening, but it's just one of those things. I think I'm going to have to learn to let go a little bit more. I think I am a perfectionist at heart. I think it comes from the fact that growing up, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be a top of the class student. I think it comes from there. But when I was at school, I was put in the lowest set. So it was always a matter of proving myself, proving that I am good enough to myself, to my teachers, to my family. And that, I think, always puts a bit pressure, because then you don't have any room to maneuver. And if you do make mistakes, you don't think of it as learning, you think of it as just as mistakes. And it kind of maybe went into my weight loss as well, the all or nothing approach. Sorry guys, one moment. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm just going to check. Yeah, I think you guys can hear me, so that's fine. I think I've got one person watching. Hello, whoever is watching. It doesn't even tell me who's watching, so I apologize for that. But I appreciate that you are watching. But yeah, I mean, looking at it, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things that I want to get in place. Been working with someone and coach, and all of this. It's being honest and it's being open, and a lot of it is learning about stuff about myself, things that sometimes you don't want to admit. And I think ego is a big thing. Ego gets in my way a lot, because I tend to think that I know it all sometimes, and I talk the talk a lot. I've realized, and for me, it's just about doing the work now, putting in action. There were things that I think that were holding me back a lot, but I don't have that anymore. So this is it now. I've got 100% focus into this, and this is what I'm good. I'm just gonna go forward with this, and I'm gonna go after my dreams, because life is short, and I've seen that. And I just don't wanna. And also, being sick, it kind of reminds you of how important health is. To be able to be there for your loved ones, to be able to do the things that you love. Health is one of the most important things that you can invest in. We spend. I'm not sure who it was, but there's this brilliant quote that says we spend thousands of money on. I can't think of it right now, but if I do, I'll let you know. But it's about how funny it is that we don't invest in ourselves during our lives, and then we try to then spend as much as we can on medicines and stuff like that to try to get back to where we were. But yeah, it's a bit of a crazy cycle. But I think that's about it for me, really. I just wanted to let everyone know that it's been a tough December, but I've kept going. I hope everyone else is going well. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas from me, and Happy New Year. I might make a few videos in between. We shall see how it goes. But I'm at that stage where I just want to just get on with it now. Just really, no more talk. I mean, you get. Oh, hello there. The vegan runners here. How's it going? You alright, mate? You alright? Yeah. I'm not sure if if you're just maybe just watching it now. Training's been hit and miss. I've been really ill last couple of weeks, and I've just been, I hurt my foot. Then I went on holiday, came back, I had, food poisoning, diarrhea, and flu. It was just terrible. Just had really weakness in my body. Just trying to get back into it. Going to get in a light session at the gym tomorrow. Probably do a little bit of a jog on the treadmill, just to get a sweat on, just to kind of feel just the energy coming back, really. But yeah, I mean, as I was talking just a few moments ago, we make these plans and we make these kind of uh, I don't know, I don't know how to say, but I don't know about you, but I'm a very all or nothing. And if I don't, let's say we have a 10-week plan, and if I miss a day, it really irritates me. Whereas the most logical thing is just to do that day on the next possible day. But when you're not feeling well and when you're injured and you get setbacks and you have deadlines to hit, it just thinks you kind of think to yourself, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing as much as I can? But I do. I'm very happy to be able to have discovered. Uh, well, I've loved running for a long time, but to be part of a community on YouTube, I have a lot of. I made a lot of friends on here who are runners, and I watch you guys, and it inspires me and motivates me to know that that's where I want to be. But I got to take it step by step, and as I said, I can't keep saying I'm gonna do this. I need to do the work. I need to put in the action work and stuff like that. Uh, so was that the live stream one or the motivational one? Sorry guys, one moment. I watched the one where there was everyone had a bit of to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember watching that, and that if anyone who's not seen it, my friend Andy, Forest of Dean Runner, FOD Runner, he put together an amazing collaboration of people from all over the world, people of what running means to them, and it was very moving to see people from all different races, backgrounds. The one thing that's connecting us is our love for running, the love for fitness, our love for getting better and stuff like that. And for me, that's what running is all about. Really, it's not a very. It's about. I mean, with team sports, is you're part of a team or stuff like that. But with running, it's all about you. It's strange. I mean, it's about you, but then you kind of involve yourself with other community and other runners, and it all becomes an amazing experience. And I don't. I think the running community has been one of the best, stuff, and it's just absolutely amazing. All right, yeah, no worries. The vegan runner. I'm very happy that you found my channel. I appreciate the support and stuff like that. Just to give you a little bit of background, my goal is to lose over 100 pounds. So primarily, I'm a weight loss journey. But I've always dreamt of being able to run non-stop. That's something that I've always wanted to do. It kind of went back to when I was at school. We did cross-country running, and it was the first time that I felt that I achieved something on my own. Even though I was the last person to complete the whole thing, it was just an amazing feeling that it was just me and myself. And over the years, physically not being able to do it, this last October, I did my first ever 5K, and that really got me the bug for it. I thought to myself, anything is possible. Anything is possible with hard work and dedication. And my goal with running is just to get to the point where, I can say that I'm a runner, uh, where I can complete runs non-stop. But really, I mean, if we're talking about goals and stuff like that, I have a few 10Ks planned for next year. I want to work myself up to a half marathon, and of course, the biggest one is the marathon. And in a couple of years' time, I want to travel the world, run in different races around the world. I'm a keen traveler. I love traveling. I love meeting other people and cultures, and I want to be able to do that as well. So I want to be able to run around the world, compete in the big marathons, stuff like the New York. I'm very intrigued by the Wall of China and stuff like that. And also I'm looking to do, hopefully, I'm looking at one day competing in the Boston one. I think that's for any runner, that's the big one. I followed it for many years. I watched the movie Stronger by Jake Gyllenhaal recently. it's a lot of that is to do with the Boston and the tragic events that happened a couple of years ago, and it was this man who became a hero because he was able to overcome. He lost his legs, but he was able to overcome that, and it's just a great story of hope and yeah, it was a very good movie, a very touching movie, and that's what my dream is, to compete in Boston in the marathon. I have a few family in Chicago, so I would love to go out there and meet my family and stuff like that. So it'll be nice. But I think you mentioned who's my biggest motivations, and I could go on for ages. I could really go on for ages, but it's probably Roger Bannister, the first person to ever beat the 4 minute mile, because of not only the fact that Roger was able to set a new record and a new mindset for humanity, because there was a point in time where humans were people fellow human, no one thought that a person could break that 4 minute barrier, and Roger Bannister came along with his determination, his visualization, his tech, he just his drive to get there. So he is a big inspiration. People like, we think about Olympians and stuff like that. We got people like Mo Farah, Usain Bolt is a really big one. These are people Olympics, but there's also a lot of other people that maybe you might not think of when it comes to running. There's a comedian, Eddie Izzard. He did a insane amount of marathons, raising a lot of charity money and stuff like that. I follow someone called Jamie Alderton. He does endurance events where he did 24 hours backwards running. He is a huge inspiration of mine as well. People such as Paula Radcliffe, to see what she's been able to do is unbelievable. And I'm going to just say a lot of people that I watch on here on YouTube, who are just absolutely smashing it, because I see people all over the UK here, all over the world, and it's just something that really motivates me. But sorry guys, but I don't really know where this is going to lead. That's my honest take on that. It's just one of those things where you put in the effort and you enjoy it, which I do. I really do. Like, I know a lot of people, everyone thinks that people who run are kind of mad, because it'd be like, why would you want to run anyway? But it's something that I enjoy at the moment. It's something that is a kind of a stress relief, gives me a feeling of freedom. But for me, we shall see wherever that takes me, wherever that goes. I'm happy to be part of a community of runners. Hopefully I want to be able to meet other people as well. And yeah, I mean, we shall see where we go. I think there was a message here. No, I've not checked them out, to be honest with you. VO2 Max Productions. I'll definitely check that out. I'll have a look at that. But yeah, I mean, how about you? Is there any plans that you've got for the new year? But yeah, I mean, I've written down some plans that I want to do going forward. But it's all about just putting in the steps, putting in the miles, and just going. Oh, and also talking about motivations. There's a documentary on Nike that I saw. It is a Breaking 2. I can't remember what it's called right now. Well, I'll check for you. Yeah, so guys, it's called Breaking 2, and it's actually a National Geographic documentary, and it is just one of the most inspiring things I've seen. It's just about the training and stuff like that. His name, I think, is Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya. He is such an amazing individual he did a great thing there as well. So that's another thing that I recommend as well. And I'm also reading a lot as well and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. That's pretty good, man. What was your take on that? I just found it totally inspiring, and anyone don't want to spoil alert, but I'm not going to spoil it. But it was a really great documentary. But I'm reading a lot. I think things I talk about when I run or something like that. It's quite a good book so far. But all of this will be covered as well later on. But I'm looking to get back into it slowly but surely. But being a bit more kinder to myself and just enjoying life, just enjoying where we take it from there, really, and stuff like that. You know, that was one of the things that really was eye opening for me. Uh, as you mentioned, he just looks effortless the way that he moves, but the man has opportunities to live a lavish lifestyle. He has probably sponsorships whereby they're paying him millions of pounds. He has, he wins the races. He could just, have this extraordinary, mega rich lifestyle, but he doesn't do that. He lives a very humble lifestyle. In the documentary, shows how he lives with his family. It's a very, he enjoys his time with his family, his training. He keeps it very simple. And that was, for me, he is an absolute legend for doing that, because here is a man who has dedicated his life to a sport which he enjoys, is running, but he hasn't let him change him. And there's so many wisdoms in that movie documentary. I think it's something about it's not about him, it's about the team. And he's just very, inspirational individual about the lifestyle that he lives and the dedication. And I think that's what is, you look at, I think this is probably the most Rocky Four kind of scenario with advances in technology and stuff like that. A lot of people are trying to get the latest edge on stuff. They're trying to, wear these masks, and they're trying to put these, tapes on them and stuff like that to increase blood flow restrictions, uh, and stuff like that. But really, you just, if you keep it simple, that's the best way. Yeah, I think that's really true. I mean, it's people like that kind of give you hope and stuff like that. A lot of people that I've been following in sport, they've been, scandals and stuff like that. But it's nice to know that there are people out there who are giving back to the community, helping others, and doing as much as they can for the community. Yeah, I mean, that was a good one. So yeah, I think I'm going to probably leave it at there, guys. I appreciate everyone who's watched. Appreciate the comments today. Vegan Runner, thank you for Mo Farah is moving to marathons now. That's going to be interesting. The only reason I say interesting is because I don't know much about that, but is that a big jump? I don't know. I think it's I think it's I love the fact that you keep pushing yourself and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think Mo is getting kind of old now, so I'm not sure. Maybe uh, track. So he's now doing 26.2 on roads. Well, 6 miles on track, but that's a long. That's a great distance. But all the best to him. I'm sure he'll be able to do well in that. He is a man whoever puts his mind on anything, he has achieved great success. It's just, I don't really know much about them. I can't really comment. I'm not really an expert to say, you know, whether it's a good move or not for him. But yeah, why not? I mean, this is what I'm going to leave you on, a little bit of motivation. It's from the late Jim Rohn, and it's about, you know, about what you want out of life, and you know, he kind of says, you know, Jim goes in that quote. It's kind of like a little video. It's like, you know, do you want to this amount of money? Do you want to become this, that? Do you want to become that? And then Jim Rohn kind of says, why not? You know, why not? You know, if you want to be this, why not? You know, what's stopping you? Go after your dreams. And I think that's what 2018 is definitely going to be. It's going to be probably the year of why not, you know, run, you know, let's just go after our dreams, smash it, and all that stuff. But we shall see. I'll keep you updated as always. I'm always trying to keep myself accountable, giving you the. I'm learning myself a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff is pretty new to me as well. I'm discovering things about myself, good, things that have kept me back as well. Being very honest with myself, and you know, it's right now it's about just to put in the work and stuff. Yeah, but thank you, man. I appreciate it, and I'll definitely be checking more of your videos out as well. The vegan runner. I appreciate that. But thanks to everyone who's watched this, who is going to watch this, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And let's have a great 2018, guys. Bye, everyone.